Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to show you how to make a simple newsletter email sign-up form in WordPress. To make this process and tutorial real simple and easy, we're going to be using Nextr. So make sure that you have Nextr blocks and the extension installed. If not, just head over to Plugins and click on Add Plugin. Type in Nextr. Oops. And you should be able to find it from here. Now you can download it, install it, and activate it. Since we already have it on here, we've already installed and activated it, and we have these two tabs here. So let's head over to the Nextr Blocks tab, and head over to Blocks, and just make sure that everything's enabled, and save those settings. Sometimes when you activate Pro, or when you install it with alongside other plugins, it might conflict. So just go ahead and enable all, and save settings. Now let's head over to one of our pages. So here is our About Us page. And let's say we want to have an email newsletter sign-up form. So let's go ahead and click on Edit Page. And it's going to take us to the block editor. Now, to add the form, using Nextr, it's real simple. All we have to do is click on the block inserter, search form, and we should get a form. Okay, and it's going to prompt us for two options, either a simple contact form or a newsletter form. Let's go ahead and click on newsletter form. And as you can see, we have an email field here, and we have a submit button. That's about as simple as it gets. And if we take a look over here, we have form, and then the fields over here. And if we clicked on form and then clicked on the pattern here, we can add some other fields. Right? So if we clicked off of here, it's going to show us just ordinary blocks. But if we clicked on our form here, it's going to give us some options here. So these are things that you might want to add. Let's say your name, your phone number as well for the newsletter. But since this is just an email newsletter, all you have to do is input the newsletter. Now we have another video talking about how these work. So you can go ahead and check those out. Now, how does this work? Now, if we clicked on form, which is this, right, the parent block over here, we have a few different layout options to choose from. And we can add a header over here that says, sign up to our newsletter so you don't miss out. And then we can edit our field here, and then we can go under style and then change the background color for all of the fields and stuff, as you can see here. Just make it white, a little transparent. And we can change all the colors and the fonts and typography, as you can see. So let's say Times New Roman. Or just something completely different. Okay, there you go. You can see that this email heading thing has changed. But how do we get the emails of our users? So here you can see we have action after submit. And there are some options here. The first one that's selected by default is email, and we have this tab that says email. So where is this email going to be sent to, or whatever is entered in the form? Where is it going to be sent to? It's going to be sent to our website assets admin email, and it's going to send us whatever is input over here, right? But what if we wanted to automate that? We can go under action after submit again, and then click on this drop down here, and there are a few different options. So database entry, redirect, some of these are probably very familiar to you guys. Brevo, GetResponse, MailChimp, MailerLite, Slack, Discord. Today we're going to be using MailerLite. But, well, let's go ahead and just click on that just so you can see what we're going to deal with next. It's going to ask us for a custom API key, which we'll get from MailerLite, and a group ID, again, from MailerLite. And these are just callouts so that whatever is input over here, MailerLite will receive it, and it's going to automate a database entry within MailerLite. It's going to get the user's email, and now we can send them newsletters or offers and ads and things like that. Now, before we move any further, this looks real plain. And yeah, we can put this in a container and add a header and add some images. But one really cool thing about Nextr is that we have cross-domain copy pasting. So we have here the form builder page on the Nextdoor website. We can scroll down here and click on live demos, and we'll put this link down in the description so it's easier for you to use. And we have a few different templates here to use. So let's click on this one, for example, and it's going to take us to a demonstrator website. All right. And on the right-hand side, wherever you have your WordPress admin editor open, you'll have this little tabbing over here. It says copy. Just click on copy. And now let's go back to our block editor and click on paste beside this, click on allow, beside this W Design Kit logo, beside this outline over here. And you can see we have a new container with the fields. So let's go ahead and drag and drop this up over here. And if you click on this, we have an advanced heading, we have inner containers, and we have the form itself. So, and when we scroll down, we'll have the one we added in earlier. So let's go ahead and delete this. And you can see it's real simple. Well, if you wanted that, that's fine if it's plain. But if you wanted to add some pizzazz, some design options, you can go ahead and either delete these or customize them however you want. So I'm fine with these social icons over here. I'll have to change this to just an email. And let's go ahead and change the heading. So again, and right? And then if we click on these, just layout style, we can change how this looks like, all that. And then over here under form, just click on this and we can delete certain fields. All right, email address is the only one we want to keep, and submit is over here. And again, we can just change how this whole one looks like, but that's fine. And under style, let's go ahead and change this button color, just as an example, to the color, oops, that's the border color, to the color red-orange. Okay, and that's looking pretty good. Now, let's go ahead and input our, all right, this one's database entry. Let's go ahead and input our API key and group ID from MailerLite. And again, it really depends on which service you're using. Since we're using MailerLite, it's asking for a group ID and API key. You can just go under this help files for whatever service you're using. It'll give you an API key. And then over here, we have our group ID. So just copy paste this into here. And again, all we really need is to customize it to make it look cool, and an email field, and the submit button should be fine. So let's go over here under style and the success message. Thanks for subscribing. All right. Okay, and then we've made some stylistic changes to make it look a bit cooler. And let's go ahead and click on, on form, and let's add a name field, because I think MailerLite wants you to have a name on here. And let's put an icon here for things to look a bit more consistent. And let's go with a smiley face. Oh. Or a person face. Okay, there you go. And then let's change the icon color to just black. And let's go ahead and click on save. And once that's done saving, let's go ahead and view the page. And here we are with our About Us page and our newsletter sign-up form. So let's put in our name here, Carl F. Or okay, and let's click on submit, and we get our success message here, and it reloads the form for us. It clears it out, and it reloads the page for us. Okay, and as you can see, we have our email here in our MailerLite dashboard. Let's go ahead and receive the newsletter. Okay, so we're here under campaigns and we have a test campaign here. Let's go ahead and resend to our new subscribers, and we can go ahead and double check on our email. All right, and here we are on our inbox, and you can see we now have our test newsletter from our MailerLite account. And, well, it has all of our details over here. And we just use MailerLite there. And you can use anything that comes up with the action after submit here. So you're not limited to MailerLite. You can just have a simple email and input this manually. Again, you have Brevo, MailChimp, Webhook, Slack, Discord even. And that is how you make a simple and effective newsletter sign-up form in WordPress using Nextr. Hey, if you want to know where to get the blocks that we used in this video to make forms real simple, real easy, check out the link in the description. It'll take you to the website of Nextr where you can get the Nextr blocks yourself. Now, if you check out the pricing, they have 3 different levels: starter, professional, and studio. We recommend getting the studio one because it's a one-time payment. It's lifetime. You get all the blocks, so you don't have to worry about not having the right blocks to get what you need done. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out one of our other videos, or go ahead and check out our channel and subscribe to see more content like this.